What's good, y'all? Akil here, back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys what's sold on eBay and on Poshmark over these past couple of days, mainly last night and this afternoon. Usually I don't even get that much Poshmark sales. Lately, since about January, I would say my Poshmark sales really slowed down, and for a while I was averaging just about over $2,000 a month in profit on Poshmark, and since then things have really slowed down. And as a result of that, I really stopped listing, I stopped sharing my closet as often, and I really just kind of doubled down on eBay because that's what was working. But lately I just started sharing my closet a little more. I really didn't even start listing there, but I just tried to share my closet a little more, and I actually have some sales to share with you guys. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so starting things off with just the Poshmark sales, we got two pairs of these Cremu shorts that I picked up from Dillard's a few months ago when they were having their liquidation sale. So I got a lot of these shorts for about $1.50, $1.75 because it was 90% off. So I sold two of these shorts to one person, gave them a nice little bundle deal, and they're going out today. And I even dropped the prices on a lot of my items in my Poshmark closet as well, because to be honest, I know the summertime is kind of still in full swing, but I'm really just starting to prepare for fourth quarter a little more. So a lot of these summer stuff, I'm really trying to drop the prices on some of these stuff just so I can get it out, because at this point I really do need the space for some of this new inventory that's going to be coming in. So last night I decided to drop the prices, and as a result I got a lot of quick sales on some of these shorts. So you guys might want to go start doing the same. If you got a lot of summer clothing that's kind of moving slow, you might just want to adjust some of your prices just so that you can start moving some of these stuff so you can prepare for the fourth quarter. Next up, we got two more shorts, and both are going out to two individual buyers. But like I said, since I dropped the prices on some of these shorts, they're starting to sell a lot faster, and all these sales came in last night after a few minutes of me just dropping my price by like $4. So like I said, I'm just glad that I'm dropping the prices and I'm starting to see some sales. Speaking of dropping the prices on shoes, I actually had these listed in my Poshmark closet and in my eBay store for well over a year. I was asking $30 for these shoes, and I even got these returned one time. The person literally returned the shoes and said they just didn't like them anymore, so that kind of pissed me off when that did happen, but it is what it is. I just dropped the price on these for $10 on Poshmark, and they sold within about 2 minutes after me changing that price. So like I said, I'm probably just breaking even. I had these shoes sitting for so long that I was literally just tired of sharing them and tired of seeing them. So you guys might also want to do the same thing. Some items I usually am a lot more patient with, but stuff like dress shoes and certain stuff like that, when it's kind of like a niche crowd that you're targeting, especially since these are a smaller size, I just decided to just go ahead and slash the price and just let these go. So definitely glad that these sold, and like I said, I'm just barely breaking even on these, not making much profit at all, but I'm just glad to see these. And last but certainly not least, we got this pair of boots from the brand Thorogood, and honestly I never heard of this brand before, and I'm actually surprised it is sold on Poshmark, because I usually sell cheaper items on Poshmark, and that's probably why my sales started to dip, because the type of stuff that I'm starting to source just costs a lot more money on my end. So of course I have to sell it for more money as well. But back in the day when I was making a lot more money in Poshmark, I was picking up stuff from the thrift store, a lot of cheap clothing that I would get for like $2 or $3, and my average sale price on Poshmark was probably $30. So that also has a lot to do with why my Poshmark sales started to dip. But anyway, I picked these up from Nordstrom Rack when they were having their clearance sale a few months ago. It was really when quarantine first started happening, and a lot of online stores was having some really deep clearance sales, and I picked these boots up for I think $30, and I picked up two pairs, and I never heard of the brand, but the MSRP on these were really good. So after just checking the comps on eBay, I figured I might as well take a chance on these, and I'm just glad that one sold on Poshmark for $100. I think I was asking $120, but they finally did sell for $100, so I just went ahead and accepted that offer, and I still have one left. But at the end of the day, I made all my money back just by selling one pair, so I'm definitely happy about that. Alright, y'all, so moving on to the eBay sales, we got this pair of football cleats, and these were only $2.99 from Ross when they were having a lot of stuff on clearance. And right now you guys can probably still go into your local Ross and still pick up some cheap stuff for $2.99. And usually some of those cleats, especially those really big sizes, I don't pick them up because they sit for a very long time. But any of the average or just the smaller sizes, I definitely do pick those up because those tend to sell a little faster, and these sold for $30. So not a ton of profit, but I definitely made some decent profit on these, especially since they sold so fast. And like I said, $2.99, you really can't go wrong. Same thing here, another pair of football cleats. These were actually on the smaller side. I think these were a size 7.5, and these sold really quickly. I think I just listed these last night as well, so I'm definitely glad these sold so fast. And once again, picked these up for $2.99, and I got a lot of shoes for $2.99. A lot of baseball cleats, a lot of football cleats. I was gonna do like a haul video for you guys, but honestly the shoes are definitely not exciting, and it's not a ton of profit on any of those, but I just wanted to really stock up on some solid inventory. And even though some of those items are long tail items, I still just wanted to pick them up just so I can have them on deck. Even if they end up selling next summer, it is what it is. But for some of these cleats, they're moving pretty fast, so I'm glad about that. And here's a pair of baseball cleats that just sold. I listed these maybe 2 or 3 nights ago as well. Also picked these up for $2.99, and these are some Under Armour baseball cleats, and I got a ton of these. I actually got a really big bin full of these. It's probably like 40 pairs of these that I did pick up, so I'm going to be selling these for a while. So definitely be on the lookout for some of these, because I know that at one point I think they were originally selling for like $17.99 in Ross, and I definitely wasn't picking them up for that price. But the Ross in my area had a ton of these, and I just grabbed all of them up, ranging from size 6.5 all the way up to size 10.5, and this size 10.5 sold within a couple of days. So like I said, I still have a whole lot of these to flip, but since it was so cheap, I figured I might as well just take the risk on them, and they will eventually move, and when they do move, I'll make some decent profit on them. Next up, we got some H&R tax preparing software, and I picked these up from the thrift store. These are actually brand new and sealed, and I got these for I think $1.99, and I think I picked up maybe 2 or 3 of these, and one sold really quickly. Not a ton of profit here. This one sold for $9.99, but it sold the same day that I listed it, so I'm definitely glad I still picked these up. And like I said, I'll probably make $5 after this is all said and done, but I still have a couple copies of these left. And I like selling these type of things because they usually sell pretty quickly. They don't take a lot of space, and you can literally just take 2 or 3 pictures and they'll sell super fast. So I always try to be on the lookout for games, little software. Alright y'all, really quickly, as I was editing this video, this just sold, so I figured I might as well share this with you guys as well. This is just another game that I picked up from the thrift store, and I believe I paid $2.99 for this, and this is called Myst Trilogy. So it's basically 3 PC games bundled in one. 2 of them are brand new and sealed, and 1 of them was actually open, so I just made sure that I specified that in the description. And this one sold within about 3 days after listing it as well. So like I said, video games, any type of old game stuff, electronics, anything like that that's really small and easy to list, I'm really trying to focus in on those type of stuff. And like I said, DVDs and older games are selling really quickly for me, and it's just a really good example of that one as well. So definitely be on the lookout for stuff like this. Next up, we got this set of walkie-talkies. These are the Motorola Talkabouts, and I picked these up from the thrift store again for like $2.99, and I was seeing that they were selling for about $30, and these sold within about a week. So stuff like this is what I'm trying to spend a little more time on, since the thrift stores in my area are a lot more expensive, especially in terms of clothes and shoes. So when I do go to the thrift stores now, I'm really focusing more on hard goods and electronics. I made sure I tested it and it worked perfectly fine, so I'm just glad that this sold as fast as it did. So definitely be on the lookout for some of these walkie-talkies, because I'm not exactly sure why people pick these up, maybe for hunting or camping or who knows what it is, but I'm just glad that it sold as fast as it did. And last but not least, this is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. This is one of those iPod docks from the brand Bose, and this is the Sound Dock. I believe this is the Sound Dock 2. Yes, this is the Sound Dock Series 2, and this one sold for I believe $69.99, maybe it was $59.99, but I'll put the screenshot up so you guys can check that out. And this is actually the older one for those older iPods, but the thing is, a lot of people are still picking these up, and they're just picking up the Bluetooth adapter for them, and they're working just fine. And of course I tested this as well with one of my older iPods, and the sounds on these are and the sound on this is always really good. So I really do like Bose, and anytime I find it in the thrift store, even if I can't test it, and sometimes even if I test it and it doesn't work and I sell it for parts, it still sells for some really good profit. So definitely be on the lookout for Bose. I've been selling these type of stuff for like the past 2 or 3 years, and anytime I'm in the thrift store, this is one of the first brands I'm always trying to find, and this one sold within about 3 or 4 days after listing it. So like I said, really solid brand. Alright y'all, that's all I have for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, that first link in the description is to pick up one of these consistency tees. We still got some sizes left in the inventory, so definitely check that out, and make sure you guys use code consistency10 to save 10% off your order. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey, let's go. First back in the day, and so I can't complain. For all the times I pray carnivores don't come take. Cause it's poppin' up opportunists, I can't salute it. They raising red flags instead of raising solutions. I'm trying to do what's best for me. Okay, right hands on the wall because it's destiny. First time my own, but right hand man ain't nothing left for me. I left him, see, you can't hold me back like elementary. What's meant for